You're listening to TG1F, an F1 podcast with Kate and Nicole.
We're your hosts. I'm Kate.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is our show, where we talk about all things Formula One.
And a lot of things that are not Formula One, too.
Because why the heck not?
This is your formal invitation to a weekly hangout with your F1 BFFs, where we'll talk on-track action, off-track gossip, and throw in some hot pop culture topics.
It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned F1 fan, a curious newbie, or literally just think the drivers are hot. Because they are. There's a little something in this podcast for everyone.
Speaking of which, did you hear what happened this week?
No, tell me about it.
Welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome to my life. You know, they also ring like this in the morning as well. So
my wake up time is 6 a.m. now, so that would actually be really nice for me. I feel like I would just...
Wow, 6 a.m. girly. Why, because you've been running?
No, my sleep schedule.
Oh, I don't know if I think you posted on the story. I don't know if we talked about it here, and you told me that you were regulating your sleep schedule, but I didn't know you were like waking up at 6 a.m. every day.
Yeah, girl, this circadian rhythm is getting back on track over here, because sleep is very key to almost every problem that your body can have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm working on regulating my circadian rhythm and getting that back on track, because for a long time I would just like go to bed at random times and I'd wake up at random times, and sometimes I would go to the gym before work, and so I would wake up at like 5:30 or 6, and then other times when I don't have to go to the office, I would be like, well, fuck it, I'll just go to the gym after work, and so I'll sleep until 8:30 or 9. So like I was just waking up at like all different times all the time, and so my doctor is like, we gotta figure this out, because your body is just like in stress mode constantly. And probably getting too much sleep, but then not enough sleep, and it's not the same. So now I go to bed. I start my bedtime routine at 9 p.m. I go to sleep at 9:30, and I wake up at 6 a.m. every day.
Look at you. The girls have a nervous system of a prey animal. In case you were wondering. We are literally in fight or flight every day of our lives.
Every moment of every day, this body is stressed the fuck out. And I do whatever I can to chill it out.
Literally, I feel that.
And I thought maybe I was chill because I was on anxiety medication. Not working. So I'm trying other methods to fucking relax my body. So yeah, that's my new bedtime routine. So we can trade places for a little bit, because those bells would probably be great for me.
Okay, great. Perfect.
So
I cannot speak to my sleep routine because I was wilding all weekend.
I did not do well on my sleep schedule this weekend. I slept a lot longer than I didn't wake up at 6 a.m. because I was sick and I needed 15 hours of sleep a night. So
yeah,
I did. I let myself do that.
Yeah, that's
fair. You were.
Well, to be clear, I was 21-year-old Nicole, but I was also still sick as a dog. I felt like, where were we that one time? Were we in Vegas? Where at some point you were just chugging NyQuil or like Dayquil to get through the weekend? Where were we?
Nick's birthday. It was
right at the strip club.
Yeah, it was club. Because we had gone out, or no, we didn't go out the night before. We went to the brewery in the day, because remember Emily was hung over and she's like, I don't want to drink today. We're like, we got you like a seltzer from the brewery. Like, sorry, you're gonna like hair of the dog. Like, you'll be fine. Yeah. But I was so sick, and then we went to another bar, and I like was like, gotta go to Walgreens, and I just ripped shots of Dayquil all day.
I remember that now.
And back to my place, we went to Hong Kong, and then we went to Centerfolds, and I was just chugging Dayquil. I mean, honestly, par for the course. I quite frequently am sick, but I am still rallying because I have such severe FOMO. So I feel like there have been multiple occasions that I've just had.
Yeah, just feel like it's par for the course for you.
I have a bottle of Dayquil, and I have some Robitussin with honey in it, just absolutely tucked into my bag, and I'm ripping shots during the day to keep myself.
That was me this weekend because Brittany was in town, and I lived a life that was insane. So For anyone
Yeah.
listening, in case you're wondering, manager Brittany is also manages Tana Mojo. So Brittany was in town because Canceled Pod was on tour. So we went to the show on Friday, and then I ended up out at the club with Tana. Okay, so if anyone knows what Tana's like, you know that it was a crazy experience. So that was fun, and also Brittany Snow was there, which was really random. I yeah, it was a very weird weekend. And then on Saturday, Brittany and I went to the Fletcher concert, and we were supposed to go with like Tana and a bunch of her friends, and then they just like never texted Brittany back. Even though she like Brittany had asked the promoter and she was like, "Hey, Tana wants to go to the show." And so we had like a whole row of tickets by ourselves. And then we went over to emo night, which Brit is friends with everyone who runs emo night. So we were like side stage at emo night and just like I'm in the green room. I'm living a life that is so not usually me. It was kind of fun. I was just out until 4 a.m. And it's so funny too because Brit is like, I'm not usually like this. You always see me a version that's not usually me. And I was like, you see a version that's not usually me. We bring it out of each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Well, I was literally just like like comatose on my couch, just like
I know I
dead.
can't believe you had strep.
Dude, it was terrible.
That's crazy.
I'm like, I feel like I haven't heard about anyone getting strep throat in so long.
Yeah.
Um, and then they were like, all right, we'll get you some antibiotics. And I went there at like 10 a.m. They didn't fill my prescription until 8 p.m.
Mm.
Like, hello, I'm dying.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just comatose on the couch, feeling like couldn't swallow. And I'm just getting text updates about your life being the most insane. I was like, what is going on right now? And then Nick goes, well, at least like, he goes, at least you're sick because I know that you would be having crazy FOMO right now.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
if you were like well and you could have been there because he was like,
Yeah.
if you were like in New York right now, you wouldn't be going out because you
Yeah.
are deceased.
Dead. Yeah.
Right, you're right. And I was like, yeah, that's the only silver lining here is that
Yeah.
I'm like unwell and like couldn't physically be there because I'm wish I was there.
Listen, Brittany and I made a pact. We said no clubs in Vegas this year. We're not doing the clubs.
Yeah, okay, we'll see about that.
Unless there's like something
Until Bernie's like, actually, everyone I've ever met is actually here and running the club, so we're in.
we're like, no, we're not doing that again. We're tired. We're too old for this.
Here's
We're
the
like, we're gonna do other things this year.
I would do like the club. Here's the thing about the club.
Tell me about the club.
Here's the thing about the club is I don't mind a club sometimes. I just like don't understand why it has to be so late.
I
Like,
know.
I want something like I would like. Here's the thing: I love a day party. I love a darty. I like a day club. So like
That's
the
why
pool
the
club
pool
is
party.
fun. Like I love a vibe of I'm just drinking and dancing and having fun with my friends. Um, but I do not like being tired.
Yeah. That's
And
fair.
let me tell you, I got a bedtime schedule now. So like Vegas, your girls meet at 9 o'clock, and
In
I'm
bed by 9:30.
to be in bed now. Like the circadian rhythm is rhythming, and by the time we get to Vegas, game over. Like I'm tired. So yeah, we'll be the old ladies in Vegas this year. We're like, we don't need
Night. Bye.
we had our time last
We
year.
were youthful last year, and this year it's time to.
This year, maybe I'm gonna hit. I'm not going to the club. I'm hitting up a spa, maybe
Mm.
massage in
Maybe we
Vegas.
catch a show.
I would love
We
to
finally we
go.
finally hit the buffet.
Gotta go to the buffets. Here's the one thing that I have always wanted to go to in Vegas is I've never gone to Cirque du Soleil, and you know I love a circus.
Hmm. You do.
I love a circus, so I would love to go to like Cirque du Soleil. Love to. I would love to go to a magic
To go to
show.
a magic show.
Love to go to a magic show. Um, so I feel like we can have. I feel like the theme of Vegas this year is wholesome.
Let's
Oh,
last year we were
rat.
debauchery.
We were rats.
This year
We're wholesome.
wholesome. And then at that point we've done both ends of the spectrum and we can really give out the yeah,
Give all
exactly.
the recommendations. If you want to be a rat, here's what you do. If you want to be wholesome, here's what you do.
Family friendly. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear a cardigan this year. I'm like, my clothes are gonna be wholesome.
Heels not even being packed.
Couldn't even think about it. Couldn't even. I'm wearing my Crocs. Wandering the strip in my Crocs this year. Let me tell
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
you.
You guys are gonna see us in 2 months and that you're gonna be like, hey, remember when you guys said that you were gonna be
Hold us to
wholesome?
this. You hold us to this episode where we said we're being. It's gonna be wholesome, family friendly fun.
That's not why people like us though. So
That's not why people like us.
for a wholesome family fun,
I
you and
mean,
I are we're menaces.
yeah, but I think
We're
that
nobody's piece. Not even our own. Fight or flight, baby.
most especially not our own. This is King Nicole's. I think we need to have like, I don't know, an eat, pray, love year or something like, but like, I don't know. What is it? My year of rest and relaxation. Is that book?
we sleep
I have it.
we
I've never.
sleep the whole year. Yeah.
I feel like I need one of those. It's like I'm not doing well.
Well, you know who's entering their year of rest and relaxation?
Are we gonna talk about it?
I have to. I've literally been yesterday I got like so high and my entire For You page was just sad edits of Danny Ric. And I was like, I'm actually gonna kill myself. Like I truly I'm about to get my period. I'm so high. As you can see, I'm tearing up a little bit right now because like
Right now.
I no, I'm just like thinking about it and like I'm really upset because there's no official statement, right? So it's kind
Yeah.
of like there's no closure. I'm stuck in this anxiety loop where I'm thinking of the worst case scenario, right? And
Yeah.
like the way everyone's behavior is pointing to he's done.
I think it's kind of fucked up that everyone's just assuming it. I'm like, there hasn't, like the fact that like ESPN F1 has been like Danny's out, like people, like,
Sky Sports was like, if this is goodbye, it's been a great 13 years. I'm like, what do you mean if this is goodbye? You guys are journalists. You are a news organization. You shouldn't be speculating on things. You should be
like,
finding out the cold hard facts.
yeah, I just feel like it's kind of crazy and like pretty fucked up that everyone's going on this narrative that like he's done and like nothing's been announced and it's like sounds like news is coming Monday and I'm like, well, bitch, it's Monday and I haven't heard shit. So we're gonna
Will
have to
Buxton, Will Buxton is in the paddock fucking crying over Danny leaving. Kim Illman's like, oh, he's was here until 1:30 in the morning hugging everyone goodbye. I saw a photo where everyone was lined up outside of the V Carb. Like all of the V Carb employees were like lined up. Like it was like they were like carrying his casket out. I was like, what is going on? What is the truth? What is the truth? Because you guys are making me sick and I just have to what sit here and think about how sad Danny is because like also in that post race interview, he's clearly emotional.
that was
That was heart
truly
wrenching.
horrifying. Like watching that was horrific. It was so sad. I'm just gonna, I mean, the whole time I'm recording, I'm just gonna have Instagram open waiting to see if something like comes up. But
I just am like, what's going on here? It's it's so rude. And everyone, it seems like everyone knows that he's gone. And like honestly, if Danny still had a contract, like if things were still going well, I think he would confidently come out and be like, I don't know where you guys are getting your news. This is not happening. and he hasn't.
Yeah, he's just kind of like going
Like,
along with it, and I'm like,
he's gonna have to go again. Remember that hostage video he put out after McLaren announced that he was going to be leaving at the end of the
yeah,
year, and he put out that hostage style video? They're going to make him do that shit again.
like
I'm going to have to watch his sad glazed over eyes self tape
self tape.
an apology video about how he has to leave Formula 1, and it's just so fucking annoying because it's not like V Carb's going to win the championship. Why
No,
why are they kicking Danny out this late in the season? What are we doing? After all he's done for you guys, let him retire.
motorsports.com, Instagram, like the wise words of Daniel Ricciardo. Thank you for always brightening up the paddock. Like we're giving like in memoriams of him, and nothing has come out yet. And I'm like, we need. What's the truth? What is
What
the truth?
is
And just
the
come out with
truth?
it. If everyone knows, then just like
Just say something.
say say anything.
Like, I. And the thing is,
What's the thing? What is one of the many things? There's so many things.
there's so many things. And if like I posted on the story, if I have to see one more video of Zach Bryan's Pink Skies to a montage of Danny Ric, I'm going to McFreaking lose it. It is devastating. And you know what, too? This weekend also met Brianna Chicken Fry, Zach Bryan's girlfriend, and she said that they were going to Austin. And I was like, well, I'm assuming you guys are going to be Danny's guests because Zach and Danny are friends. But what's going to happen if Danny's not racing in Austin?
Sorry, Brownie, you're not going.
What's the tea? I just, it's, I hate to see my man done like this. Like, for all the shit that I've talked about Danny Ric this season, like, with good reason,
And
this
you're
is never, I would never wish this on him. I said, we're going to say goodbye to him at the end of the season. I've accepted that fate. Like, I
that
had accepted,
deal we could live with. We've been grieving that. We've been pre-grieving
I
Danny,
had
but
come
this
to
is
the
it.
acceptance. I'd
Yeah,
come to the acceptance that Danny is going to go to the glue factory. He's going to ride off into the sunset. He's being retired, an old racehorse. He's going to the glue factory. Okay. I get it. But I did not expect Red Bull. You know what? Why should I expect anything less out of Helmut Marko and Christian Horner? Why would I? Why should I have given them the benefit of the doubt after everything they've fucking done? Those two little fucking snakes. You better count your motherfucking days, Helmut Marko. 3 more ghosts are coming for you. 3 more ghosts are coming for you because you did Danny wrong. And I will be preying on your downfall. The audacity. The audacity to break that man's spirit. They broke his spirit.
again,
And to watch it,
built his spirit back up, only to break it and get back down.
you call me up again just to break me like a promise. So casually cruel in the name of being honest. That is Christian to motherfucking Daniel Ricciardo. And you know what? My heart breaks for him. I saw I saw a thread today or a tweet and it was like Formula One's not going to be able to hold on to the US market without like a character like Danny Ricciardo. And I was like, I don't think that's true. But they also should not be dropping him in the middle of the season. Right before his honorary home race, his
Truly.
favorite race of the season.
Like, Whomst will be carrying the metaphorical flag in Austin this year. Whomst. You got rid of your American, your actual American, and
You
you
guys
got
might as well cancel.
like Austin's done. Austin's
Cancel it. Austin's done.
you heard it here first. Austin's done.
Dead in the water. Dead in
Washed.
the water. And that's why we're not going because we
Mm-hmm.
had the foresight to know that it
We
was
knew
going
it.
to be
We
ass
knew it.
race.
We knew it. Yeah.
We said the vibes are bad on Austin. The
Not a
vibes,
single cowboy there. So
no,
why would
no,
we be
I don't.
going?
Uh-uh. So I just, I, and I know when I finally see the news, it's gonna break me again. So I just have to constantly again sit in this anxiety spiral, waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah. Because drop it will. You know what? I think regardless, this is going to be good for him.
You know what? Here's the thing. Danny is a cardinal sign. We cardinal signs have been going through hell the past 15 years, okay? Pluto's about to enter. Yeah, karmic cycle. Look it up, bitch.
No.
We have been going through it.
After life has been hell.
I've been learning lessons and it's not been fun. My big three, all cardinals. And so Pluto going into Aquarius, it's leaving Capricorn, it's going into Aquarius. But it recently retrograded back into Capricorn starting in September until like November 19th. And then we're home free. So I truly, truly, truly believe that Danny has been fucking going through it this past year as the final test. And next year's really going to just bring him a lot of clarity and he's going to find what he was meant to do
And
because he
you wanna
deserves
know
that.
what? I think he's on a similar journey to us.
Yeah.
Life is to Danny as Vegas is to us this year. Danny is going into life the way that we're going to Vegas.
He's going in.
Going to the spa. No clubs. Another spa. Another sleep. Another nap. We're just napping and being wearing cardigans.
Yeah. Danny, come join our year of rest and relaxation. You deserve it. We deserve it. And I know big things are coming for you, my man. I know it.
Go to produce.
I know.
You can't be doing that while you do F1. We can barely do anything else and we just have a podcast about F1.
He's gonna
So
he's gonna be fine. And you know what? It's a see you later. Not goodbye.
it's
He can
never
come back. Fernando Alonso came back.
so many times.
So it
Kimmy
could
left
happen.
back.
Yeah.
Michael Schumacher left and came back.
So Danny, you do you, baby girl. You do you. And
And you
we'll
know,
see when we see you.
maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe F1 isn't that bitch for you. Maybe that was your first bitch, and now it's time for your second marriage.
The mantra that I have currently, rejection is redirection.
Yeah.
The universe clears out what is not meant for you.
So that it can serve you what you deserve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Danny, it is not a moral failing. We
No.
still love you.
You had so many years in this sport. You made a name for
90%
yourself.
of my merch is Daniel Ricciardo merch. Okay. So
Yeah.
you've got your bag. You're going to be fine.
You're gonna be okay.
Giving, I need a meme of girl who's going to be okay. Like, I need like a smiling photo of Danny, and it's just like girl who's going to be okay.
Literally.
That's him.
That is him.
But I truly believe in him, and I think I just am like, the emotional terrorism that's happening on my For You page right now, it just like,
Enough.
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 I don't deserve that.
Nobody does.
No. So, Danny, we love you. Keep up the good work. Oh, I was going to say, I did see a really crazy conspiracy where they're like, actually, they're going to fire Checo. Yuki's going to get the Red Bull seat. Liam's going to take Yuki's seat. Danny stays at V Carb. And I was like,
Crazier things have happened.
subscribe. I'll subscribe. What
Crazier things have happened.
did we used to rate our rumors? The rumors. That's a P1 for me. That's
That's
a P1 for me.
factually accurate.
So manifestment at the end is gonna be that. So start already prepping on that.
Well, I started and ended a P3 rumor.
I know. Okay, you need to tell me more about this. I the drama that ensued with Kate's P3 rumor. I actually think it was P20. That was a P20
That was
rumor.
that was a bad
No
rumor,
points.
but it was
No
really
points at
funny for
all.
a minute. It's just been so long since we've been like on breakup watch. Like I
Yeah.
was like immediately like, okay, I'll bite. I'll bite. Let's
I'll
talk
bite. You don't
about
have
it.
to show me the receipts.
So this one of our followers hopped into the DMs while I was sick and dead.
Kind of delulu.
Yeah,
Delirious.
for sure. For sure.
You guys took advantage of this poor sick woman. Don't take advantage of her when she's sick.
I was not doing well.
She's vulnerable.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Um, so this girl pops into our DMs and she's going, okay. And I said, I'm already
She
bought
said,
it.
"Hear me out, hear me out."
I know this is crazy, but and I said, I'm already sold. Um, she said, Alex and she first she was like, are Alex and Charles broken up or like am I crazy? And I said, no, for I was not bought in actually at the very beginning. I said, no way, just saw a photo of her in Singapore. Meanwhile, at the same time, I was like, why is she already in Singapore? It's not until next weekend. Nicole told me it's not until next weekend. So
Okay, so I took advantage of you.
I am gullible, all right? I anyone says anything to me with any degree of certainty, and I am bought in. I won't question a thing. Um and especially Nick and Nicole, because neither of them they could know 0% something like something that is 0% true, but they will just say it as if like they have every piece of fact to back it
Yeah,
up.
I have the confidence of a mediocre white man. I just am like, I'm
Wrong too. So like I will like fight with them about things that I know is actually right, and they will fight me tooth and nail for and I'm like, I feel I'm being gaslit right now because I don't think that I'm wrong. And then I end up being right, and I'm just like, you guys are too confident. Like I feel so stupid all the time. But anyways, so I'm already in
well,
I
that's why I didn't well, the thing is I didn't think that Singapore was this week because that why would I think that we'd have like an entire month between races? That didn't feel
so
right to me.
so someone's coming into DMs being like, are Charles and Alex broken up? And I am already thrown off because I've already seen that she's in Singapore and I already know that it's not Singapore weekend. So mentally, I'm already fragile. I'm already a little flustered. Picture this. Put yourself in my shoes. You're already frazzled, and this rumor is being put in front of you. So I said, absolutely. She's in Singapore way early. Why would she be there a week early if she's not with them? They're having a vacation first. So this girl's like, okay, but it seems that they've deleted all of their photos together
Hmm.
on their Instagrams. And I said, well, that is suspect. Maybe I saw
Mm.
a photo of her from last year in Singapore because, again, why would she already be there? And she's like,
You're
no,
like
I,
the pieces are falling into place.
I was like, okay, the pieces are getting put together in my brain. And so she's like, full disclosure, I don't remember what their Instagrams looked like before I looked today. I said, okay, me either. But I was like, but I will take a look myself.
You're like, I'll do some sleuthing. I'll
So
take a
I'm
look.
looking. Charles notoriously like does not post photos of his girlfriends. Like sometimes they'll be in, and I knew the
Mhm.
last photo that he had with her on his Instagram was in the carousel from Monza, like last
Mhm.
photo. It's like his whole family. So I looked, he still had that, and but like it's all his PR photos, like
Mhm.
photos. So I go to her Instagram, and as I'm scrolling, I do not see any photos of him on her page. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if she's ever had him as like a main image before. And then
Mhm.
I'm going through and I'm seeing like, okay, he is in some of these like carousels, like a couple photos later. And then the girls come and I have my notifications on, so I see when she's like messaging me
Mhm.
still, and she's doing the same thing. And she's like, okay, I'm seeing some photos, but none of them are from like the front. They're all like from the back. So like
Mm.
it's not like face photos. And I was like, okay, I'm seeing the same thing. And then she's like, Oh, and I'm like checking Charlotte's Instagram to see if like she had any photos of like Charles' face on like at the front. And so then I'm like, okay, well, we're bringing Charlotte into this now too. I have a sick
You
brain
were busy. You were busy.
going on in my brain. So I'm going through and I'm like, okay, I could honestly, I can get on board with this. I can get on board with this rumor. Like this feels kind of fun. So I post the findings. And not even the findings. I
No,
posted
you just the speculation.
I said here, and I did say in a lot of places, I said full transparency. I don't know what their Instagrams looked like before tonight. I said I don't know anything about anything, but here's what I do know. Here are some facts. Here's
You
some
said,
facts and figures.
I'm laying out what I know for you, and you can make a decision.
And immediately, everyone's like, "Do you mean Alex? Do you mean Alex? Do you mean Alex?" I said, "It seems Charles and Charlotte may be broken up." And because I was like, well, we brought Charlotte in for some reason. And so now I'm confused. So then I was like, okay, obviously I meant Alex. Charles and Charlotte have been broken up for years. I obviously didn't mean her. So
Well,
then
I don't know. I thought maybe there was like rumors that like they had been seeing each
Charles,
other, and I was like, oh my god, yeah.
Charles
So
tried.
it was not.
So, but everyone's like, did you mean Alex? I'm like, yes, I meant Alex. And so then I see photos on like the WAG's page that she's like in Singapore with Charles. And I said, okay,
Mhm.
immediately, we're not on watch anymore. And now our watch has ended. And it was just like very funny because everyone was
It
like
happened within the span of an hour.
15 minutes, dude. It was
Open and closed. The watch started and ended.
the case was open, the case was shut. It was it was an open shut case, as Taylor says. Like I just went a lot of places with it, like real in really quick time. And
Yeah.
honestly, if I had been mentally and physically healthy, which I've never been, I would have been like, okay, let's apply some critical thinking to this. Um, Singapore is this weekend, and she's there, but I didn't, and I was just having fun. And I said I felt like causing a little bit of
And you know what? You can use that video that I posted of me last week apologizing because all we do is spread misinformation.
literally just 100% misinformation all the time. I was in a tizzy because I said Singapore's not this weekend. Why is she there? It has to mean something.
It all comes back to Singapore.
Come back to Singapore.
You were like,
Now
she's going to see the otters, maybe. She's just really into otters. Aren't you among us?
she was having her own crazy rich Asian moment. All right,
Yeah.
the young family of
Did,
Singapore.
did you see that Daily Mail article about the woman who got attacked by the otters in
Yeah,
Singapore? she got she got fucked up by those otters, dude.
otters though, and those guys are scary.
Is that not what you guys went to go see?
No, we see sea otters. Sea otters are way better
No,
than river
when you and Nick went to go play with the otters, they were river otters, weren't they?
sea otters. River otters are scary as shit. They're humongous. We
Well,
saw river
there's a
otters.
lot of there's a lot of different types of river otters.
I think most river otters are scary. Yeah, river otters are just kind of like mean looking.
Well, this is also a river otter.
Well, look how mean he looks.
Okay, well he's
They have bad auras. I think in general, they're larger.
Okay, well I don't know where you put that chat. So it doesn't matter. Neither here nor there. I don't care. Um
Just saying that woman got fucked up, and I'm not surprised because it was a river otter.
long story short.
TLDR, fuck a river otter.
Okay, also speaking of me being incredibly high,
Tell
to
me more.
circle back from 20 minutes ago, I came across that video of Checo promoting the new Agatha show on Disney Plus. And I legitimately sat there and I said, is this what I think this is for? I was like, is this real? Am I?
For like he has like a partnership with Disney. He does weird promos for every Disney show and movie that comes out.
I what kind?
You know this.
Yeah, but I just didn't think it was like forever. I thought maybe it was just around the time when they were promoting his show. I didn't
No,
think that he was Disney's new little
oh,
slut.
no, he
I
does
didn't know.
time.
It's giving when Zayn was promoting that Harry Potter game. Remember when Zayn was promoting that Harry
Yeah,
Potter iPhone game? Like that's what that's giving.
yeah, no, it's fair.
I
So remember he
he's
did the Avengers
oh the
Infinity
Wolverine
War, and then
and
he
he
did
also did
yeah,
yeah.
always doing. He's
The thing
always
is
doing promo.
he's gotta up his back
And
because
you're
he
gonna
knows because Corolla's gonna divorce his ass soon. And he's gonna have to pay a lot of fucking child support because he keeps getting her pregnant. He's
you
like Mormon. He's like a Mormon with the way he's popping those kids out.
Secret Lives of Checo's Wives.
Have you finished it yet?
No, I haven't.
Ugh, get
No, I haven't. I need to.
get caught up. We need to discuss.
I know. Also, I'm gonna like time out. I need a clip of you from a couple minutes ago talking, thinking about Checo, and you were like picking your ears. I knew it like. I just like
Did I?
yeah, I need. I don't know what was coming out, but I absolutely like made a clip because it was so funny. Like, I have real tears rolling down my face.
I didn't even. I don't like. Wait, is it just like a reflex? You know.
It was a song and the eye was rolling back into your head. What's going on?
And that itch was that itch.
It feels so good.
Okay.
That's so many tears falling down my face.
It's so chaotic. Okay, perfect. Glad I look like that.
I
I
just,
need to be more cognizant. I'm pulling a Carlos. I don't know what my face looks like when I'm not looking at myself.
oh god. I have so many tears. I haven't laughed like that in a while, actually.
Eh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. This is what happens when we don't do agendas. We're giggling. We're the giggle gang.
Giggly Squad, we're coming.
Okay. I saw a video today of Yuki flying economy. And
Okay.
I was transported back to
No.
when we asked everyone to write fanfics about Pierre and economy.
And some people really like went for it. Some people
You know
some dirty,
you
dirty.
know who you are. You know who you are. We even requested part 2s from a handful of people
We sure did.
because the part 1s were so fucking good.
And some of you wrote some dirty, dirty things. Some naughty, dirty things.
And we ate it up.
We sure did. I'll
Gobble me,
never,
swallow me.
I'll never forget. That was Miami. Year one of Miami was when that happened because we were picking Kaylee up on the airport, and I was reading aloud.
Yes.
We were waiting because she
That's
was
when we were mob wives of Pelican Bay.
Dolphin Bay.
Well, I was gonna say Dolphin K, but that's where my grandparents live.
Classic Florida name. That is so on
Not Pelican Bay, Dolphin K. It's just kind of, was all right there.
the.
Eh,
You remember like
It
sitting
was
in the
like a
wait,
uh,
like I will be right back after this. It was so brief. I was like, I said, did she do what I think?
help.
Someday, someday, I wish we could just have an episode that is just all bloopers, and it's just us laughing for an hour and a half straight.
Like, leave a comment below if you think that you would just want to watch videos of us laughing for 60 minutes straight. As if we don't already do that every episode. I
It hasn't been for a while. We've been so bored,
know.
like year.
I
I'm
feel
sick
like
of
I'm getting my personality back.
it. I mean, I saw you get your personality back.
I truly am not. I'm not getting laid anymore, so that's my sweet spot now.
You are always funnier, no offense, when you're a little heartbroken. When Nicole is celibate,
I'm Kate's court jester. Kate's court jester. She wants me single so I can keep her laughing.
you're just way funnier. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, you're so much funnier. Like, single Nicole is just so funny. She has a lust for life. I don't know.
She does.
She
She
really,
has to, because otherwise she spirals.
I love her. Well, I love her.
Hey guys, don't get it twisted. I would like to not be single, so don't listen to Kate.
If
Okay?
there's any man thinking about talking to Nicole, think again.
You're not really on TikTok, where there's an audio right now where it's like it's like this um template, and this person's like, "Scram! Get away from her. She doesn't want to talk to you." And that's you.
Anytime anyone's interested.
Stay away from
Oh,
her. I need to laugh.
she's mine. Oh,
Mm. Okay.
they say. No, he ends up laughing.
Okay, one last thing I wanted to talk about is that I don't
Speak.
were you I were you caught up on Max's little community service penalty he had?
Okay, and I literally can't stop thinking about him as Alexis Rose doing her community service. It's like all, it's like all I want.
He is such an icon. I don't care what you have to say about Max Verstappen. If you hate him, I simply can't understand why, because that man is he he's a diva. He's a diva, and he's so funny.
Like,
He got served with a penalty by Mohammed bin Saloom, and they're trying to crack down on drivers swearing in press conferences or on the radio, which is incredibly funny. And the direct quote uh Muhammad was, "We have to differentiate between our sport and rap music. We're not rappers, you know. They say the F word how many times per minute? We are not on that. That's them and we are us." Okay. I know we said we were on a year of wholesome family content, but you know what? Fuck that. Let
yeah,
the boys swear. This is not ABC Family. This is not Disney Plus, okay? This is Formula 1, bitch. We
Checo's
always
not.
talk about Checo's not promoting this, okay? But basically he had to do like community service, and then he like wasn't allowed to speak at the press conference, and so he held his own press conference
And Lewis was
outside
like,
of the Red Bull garage.
doesn't do it.
Like, everyone's like, no, but apparently the drivers are like striking, and in the group chat trying to come up with terms to like fight back
They're just
against this.
swears.
They're like, we're not gonna stand for this. Like, what are you gonna do?
I would.
And
If this was the one thing that got them all together to actually take a stand against, like, we stand as one. And
Not
it's
Black Lives Matter,
not
not
anything racist.
sexism.
It's just about being able to swear.
We need free Max shirts right now. And we should ping Riley. I guess let's see how this plays out. But I'd also love merch that's like um free speech defenders and it's just a photo of Max Verstappen.
I don't think we can legally do that.
We can figure it out. She could draw him.
True. But also there's a tweet going around and it's a photo of like a note, I don't know, from like,
Yeah.
and it says English is not my first language and I don't want it to be. Any mistakes are made out of pure hatred and disrespect for this language. The English have taken enough from this world. I will not let them have my tongue as well. Thank you. And someone goes, Max. Like, he literally said like
Literally.
he actually said that word is used very commonly in my language and English is not my first language.
He
Like that.
said, I wrote in the GPDA chat the ruling, and everyone was laughing, like, what the hell is that? So, yeah, it's very silly. And he says, this is the sort of thing that could help push me towards retirement. He's so done. He's like, fuck you guys.
He is a big
The
advocate.
woke, the woke mob needs to leave Formula One alone.
Ugh.
Scram. Stay away from her. She doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Okay?
god. Why is he attacking
Is he
me?
technically
Oh my god.
that's Max is like diva down. Diva fucking down.
Down.
Okay. I as much I would love for him to retire soon and for his last year, his last season, I just want to see him completely go against everything in the sport.
Yeah.
Absolutely cause the utmost chaos. He's already itching that way and
He's on his
he's
way. He's well on his
he's
way.
he's well on his way and I just unleash the beast, Max. Unleash it. I want to see the full capacity. You know what I was thinking about? We
Tell me.
haven't seen Kelly and Max together in a while.
I'm
What's
pretty
going
sure we
on
have.
there? When
I
was the
think
last time they were together?
he's probably in Singapore for next weekend.
She's late. She listened to the podcast. She thought it was next weekend.
No, I'm pretty sure she was there I think she was in Singapore, and we just saw a bunch of photos of her, Penelope, and Max at.
Mm. I just feel like I haven't seen anything from her in a while. And I've been pretty locked in on the Instagram. Also, full circle before we end here, the fact that Red Bull made Danny come in and take away fastest lap from Lando for
Yes.
him, his last act to be the little fucking bitch boy for Red Bull. Danny, stand up. Stand up.
It's so funny. Yeah, we got driver of the day,
He
and
did.
for his alleged last race. Okay, maybe I'm a liar because I'm not seeing Kelly anywhere on this Instagram right now.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Oh wait, no, here it is. It was after in Monza. Penelope and Kelly were there,
Mm,
and they were
okay.
taking family pics. So I
You know
didn't.
who I have a feeling is also funnier when they're single?
Max.
Max Verstappen. So Max and Kelly need to break up so that we can see Max's.
But you and Max can be funny together.
I think me and him court jesters. Me, him, and Danny. Can you imagine? Game
No,
over.
game over.
No one would be funnier than us.
I don't think so.
We can start a podcast without you. Sorry. Sorry. You
Well,
said I'm funnier when I'm single, so we'll poll the audience on that one. No one knows you. No one knew you when you were single, so
the difference. So I don't think I was very funny single. I think I'm very funny
you're
now.
you're right. Nick is the funny one out of the two of you, so he brings the humor.
Okay, it's actually mean. Like,
You can be funny and mean at the same time. Okay.
Insane way to end this. Nicole just
I don't
kicked me off
know.
the podcast and said that I'm not funny. So
I don't know what we're going to talk about for the next couple of weeks since they're on break.
probably
I guess we'll
nothing.
have to find something like we always do.
Always
Those
do.
episodes are just going to be an hour of us laughing.
Perfect.
We could do laughter yoga.
We could play those games that's like laugh without smiling. Whoa, you dialed in. You said, I will play that game. You dialed in. Laugh without smiling.
I saw a couple that was they're screaming without opening their mouths.
Can't.
They're like
I'm just gonna give all of these challenges to you and make you do them. That was scary. That was scary.
My throat is not healed enough for that. I cannot be
I
doing
don't sound good at all. Oh my god.
that. All right, guys, will you let us know what you want us to talk about next week?
It's gonna be a question box because
Otherwise, we'll be screaming with our mouths closed for a full 60 minutes. And nobody wants that.
no, least of all our throats. They've been through it.
They've been through it. All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoys Singapore this weekend. Um, we'll catch you next week. But until then,
Till then, we'll see you on the
we'll
internet.
see you on the internet. Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of TG1F, an F1 podcast with Kate and Nicole.
If you like what you heard, don't miss out on the fun between episodes.
Keep up with the chaos on Instagram at 2girls1formula. That's spelled out TWO girls numerical 1 formula.
And check out our website, twogirlsoneformula.com, to shop cute fan-made F1 merch.
See you next week.
But like we said, in the meantime, we'll see you on the internet.